It's time for the fourth round of the Micra Challenge, which already this year has brought lots more magic. Peter Dowds won the Ecklandville Distillery Stages Round 1 at Kirkeston. The champion Stephen Whitford took the honours at the next round, the race and rally stages at Bishop's Court. And Philip White won round 3, the Mayday stages at St Angelo. Today is the Go Power Tour of the Sperrins, which will be run in early, cool and overcast conditions. Another different winner is guaranteed, with some Micras missing. This event last year inspired one of today's Micra drivers.
I was a bit of a late comer to the Micra Challenge because I got the inspiration here this time last year and I built the car through the season, but the first outing was at St Angelo, so I have never had it on a road stage, so I don't know what it's like, but it feels good, and St Angelo is very good with, you know, good atmosphere among all the competitors, and so all in all, no, I really like it. I did this event in an FN2 Civic last year, and the guys from the challenge were all Severson close by, so I was over storing the pot, you could say. And I've known Raymond Mason and a couple of them for a long time, so I was just over, I hadn't seen them for years. And you know, they seemed to, great atmosphere there, and the cars were all quite similar, and I thought maybe that might do me, and I'm really glad I made the move, for I really like the car. You know, I'm not going to even be looking at Stanley's times, but so I don't know what about Mark. We haven't raced against each other before, so we don't know. But I'm only going today. Just again, it's all learning, and I like the car, and that's half the battle. And if the rain keeps off, I've good enough tyres for drive today. They're all new tyres on it, so I'm looking forward to the challenge too.
And there's a new Micra today, driven by Mark McElwee.
I haven't done much in a Micra before, so hopefully I can get around in one piece. It's a one-off. My son's in Australia, so I'm just keeping his car fresh for him, you know. He bought the car and intended to do the Micra Challenge, but then he headed to Australia in November and he's having such a ball, he hasn't come home again, so I'm just keeping it fresh for him. I wouldn't like to get any cobwebs on it, you know. I hope he's sleeping because of the time difference, hopefully he sleeps through it. Well, I rally quite a bit, probably from about 95 to mid-2000s in various rear-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, front-wheel drive. Mainly just for the track, you know, so we're out today just for a bit of a run. I'm not sure what way she'll handle on the stages because it's my first time in a Micra, so I'm not sure, but hopefully a bit of fun, you know.
The Micra Challenge series has attracted lots of experienced drivers, including Stanley Orr, who's had quite a rallying career, racing against some of the sport's great drivers. In 2019, Stanley and co-driver Graham Henderson collected a Category 2 victory and second overall in the British Historic Rally Championship. Stanley still loves the sport.
For me, having rallied before with an escort and stuff, I think it's a lot to do with the money. So it is, and it's a lot of fun and a bit of crack.
It's a cheap form of motorsport, and I'd advise anybody, any young fella or girl, whatever, to come out and get if you can get one, and come out and you're made more than welcome in the sport and also in the Micra Challenge. It's a great opportunity to sit in one of these things because I've never had a front wheel drive experience. Well, I've done a few rallies, but it's a great crack, absolutely brilliant experience. Just and to sit with Stan as well, back again, as we call it, the old team backs. So, and a front wheel drive car, it's great.
Early 80s, rallied, ran about with a couple of boys that were slightly older than me then, and they rallied and got involved through that. Competed in different things, done the British Championship a few times in national events across the water in England, and then didn't do anything for 30 years, and of course made the silly mistake of coming back again. And over the last few years there, I've done British Historic Championship, basically all across the water and Ulster Rally and stuff like that. Started in a very, very early 1300 Escort, and there was a guy co-drove for me who supplied motors for me in the earlier days, and I'd done a fair wee bit of damage in those days too, but some worse than others. But it was just all down to other boys helping me that kept me in the sport at all, and that's one of the big memories, the amount of people, you know, that would have helped you out, and that's one of the big things in it for me anyway. A couple of decent results on the Circuit of Ireland back, you know, in my class, a couple of class wins. 86 I won the Group N British Championship in a Toyota, and I was actually the first Irishman to win the Galloway Hills, which was the end of season event over in Scotland. Sort of everybody went to that one for the end of the season in November, and a few drinks as well lately, but I was the first Irishman to win that, and then quite a few won it since that, you know. And even in the Micra Challenge, you've got so many boys like-minded as such, all enjoying themselves, and most people will do anything for you in it, you know. People say to you about the money you spent, and I said, wouldn't replace what I've done really, you know, so I would rather have done it than not, you know.
You know, and it's down to experience, but there's an average age in that car, and it's actually over 60 years now. So you need to get to jail. That's what it is. Yeah, you know, and have the package, an all-round package, and the service crew as well, and the whole. You know, you just need it's a bit of crack, camaraderie, a day out, and that's basically what I'm enjoying. And as I say, in the Micra Challenge, we just wish everybody have a great day's sport as well.
And one Micra Challenge regular is helping organise today, while his Micra is waiting for parts.
There's been a bit of attrition. We're driving them, I think, a bit too hard, so I'm waiting on a gearbox to come in. A few other boys likewise. I think we saw at Bishop's Court, they were driving them so hard. I think there was 2 engines and bits at the end of the last stage, so again, they're work in progress, they're nearly there. We're getting there, but it's just taking a bit longer than everybody'd hoped. I'll definitely be out for the last 3 rounds for sure. Busting to get out now. It's very frustrating to have to come along. It's good to help out and get things organised, but I'd like to be out in the car on the stages.
And Stanley and Graham were on the pace quickly. Stage 1 was interrupted due to a non-rally medical incident, but by stage 3 they were first back into service. Mark McElwee, with co-driver John Henderson, was having fun in Mark's son's car. Raymond and co-driver Martin McBraierty were thoroughly enjoying themselves too on the roads around Micra Felt, until stage 3 and a problem.
The first stage was cancelled, as you probably know, and then we went into the second stage, which would have been my favourite stage, to be fair. And great stage for learning the car too, because there's lots of bumps and sharp bends and stuff. So everything was going grand. We had a good run on it, and the car felt good and felt really confident after it. And we went on to the next stage, and everything went great for about halfway down the stage, and we're just coming out of I suppose you call it a 5 right, and it was quite tight, you know. But I just heard the bang, and next thing slap, and the drive. We got her pulled in down the road, but she broke the actual shaft itself out near the CV joint. But I had intended putting new drives on her for the Donegal Rally. These are their standard drives, and so I'm going to just have to put them in a bit sooner.
Mark McElwee got his son's car home, finishing second today, but his service van has an issue.
We came back and the van has now got a flat tyre as well. So anyway, we got round in the Micra, and we're glad to get finished. The last couple of stages were quite challenging for an old man like me. But anyway, I rang my son in Australia and told him his Micra is still in one piece. So anyway, good day out. I think he's partying at the minute, so I think he's drinking away and celebrating. So he's glad to see it home. Oh, and the van's got a flat tyre, so the van isn't in one piece, but the Micra's in one piece. The last time I finished the tour of the Sperrins was 2021, so I'm glad to get finished.
It was Stanley Orr and Graham Henderson who took the Micra Challenge victory.
Enjoyable day, good stages, tough stages, but good, very enjoyable. Basically went okay right up to the last couple of stages. We lost power steering, so that held us back a bit, or tired me out quite a bit anyway. Too old for that taper. And other than that, yes, everything was good. It was all right. The steering wheel was still turning the wheels, but it was just heavy. One more tower and then gravel. First time I'll have had a Micra on gravel, so that'll be interesting too.
They catapult themselves into the overall lead, but there are 3 rounds to go and lots of mighty Micra action and drama to come.